In just over 3 weeks, California voters will decide whether or not to recall Governor Newsom. As we approach September 14th, 3 Republican candidates who want to replace him took the debate stage in San Francisco.
Our political reporter Greg Lee joins us now live with highlights from tonight's debate that is really heating up. Greg.
Yeah, Heather, Frank, good evening. This is the second debate this week, underscoring the urgency for candidates to make their case. Ballots have already been mailed to registered voters, and recent polls show a tight race on question 1 if the governor should keep his job. In the third Republican recall debate, Kevin Faulconer, John Cox, and Kevin Kiley once again trained their attacks on Governor Gavin Newsom, particularly his handling of the pandemic.
When this governor opened and shut down our economy, we had businesses in San Diego sometimes shut down 5 and 6 different times because of a one-size-fits-all policy.
He's ignoring the fact that he can't produce electricity, he can't produce water, he can't protect people from wildfires that are threatening their existence.
I will bring a new approach of trust. It'd be hard to imagine a greater recipe for distrust than the one that Gavin Newsom has followed.
Each candidate criticized mask and vaccine mandates, laid out plans to tackle homelessness and wildfires, and appealed to Latino voters, whom analysts say could have a major impact on this recall's outcome.
Our Latino families who want a leader who's going to stand up, support our small businesses, who's going to support keeping our kids in school, and will give them a choice.
Even prior to COVID, California ranked 49th out of the 50 states in terms of education outcomes in low-income communities. So I came to the legislature to try to fight for educational equity.
Education is absolutely key. You have to have a good education. But we also have to cut the regulations that restrict people from opening their own businesses.
Save one question about Larry Elder's stance on minimum wage, the debate steered clear of the leader in the polls, who made several headlines Thursday. This is the third debate he skipped. In an article published in Politico, Elder's ex-fiancée and former producer Alexandra Datig said he waved a gun at her in 2015. In response, Elder said, "I have never brandished a gun at anyone, and it's not me, and everyone who knows me knows it's not me. These are salacious allegations." Kiley called the report disturbing. Faulconer said Elder doesn't have the character to lead the state. This week, Elder also stood by comments he made in his 2002 book, saying employers should be able to ask women if and when they plan to get pregnant.
I know there are all sorts of laws and rules and regulations that prevent that, but I wonder whether or not it's wise for government to be interfering like this.
During his No on Recall tour, Governor Newsom also went after Elder's comments on women and his stance on COVID.
He wants to, day one, eliminate that mask mandate in school. Doesn't believe in vaccinations. Doesn't believe in vaccination verifications.
Newsom's new ad using stark language to urge a no vote, focused on his pandemic response.
What's at stake in the September 14th recall? It's a matter of life and death.
We should point out here the host Next Star invited Elder, Caitlyn Jenner, and Newsom. They all declined. CNN is reporting tonight Vice President Kamala Harris is expected to campaign for Newsom as soon as next weekend. In studio, Greg Lee, KTVU Fox 2 News. Heather.
All right, Greg, thank you.